What's up guys, welcome back. The new PSYFrame cards, they are very interesting. I just picked them up, play tested them today, and they are very interesting. They have a particular effect that, there are new cards in, what is it called, High Speed Riders I believe, coming out in the OCGS, I think the next set. They have 5 regular monsters and 2 synchro monsters, a field spell and a continuous trap. So let's take a look at the cards first, and then a few example duels just to showcase what the deck currently can do. So 5 regular monsters, 2 level 1s and 3 level 2s. And as I said before, the PSYFrame monsters have that ability that normally you cannot normal summon them. So they are level 1s, level 2s, but you cannot get them on board regularly. You can only special summon them with a card effect, and most of the time you'll be special summoning them with their own card effect, and they are dependent on the opponent. Like for example, when your opponent normal summons a monster, you can activate Alpha, for example, or when your opponent activates a spell or a trap, you can activate another, the appropriate PSYFrame monster and get them on board to trigger their effect. So let's take a look at Alpha first. Alpha is level 1, and you can special summon him from your hand when your opponent summons a monster. And at the same time, Alpha is of course summoned, you can get a search for every PSYFrame card. Most of the time you'll be searching out the field spell or another PSYFrame monster. And when your Alpha is special summoned this way, you can also special summon the level 6 normal monster from either your grave, deck or hand on board. So it kinda acts like Heretics. Same, you really don't want to draw the driver, the level 6 normal monster. So this time, with this, you have 2 PSYFrame monsters on your side of the field, and back it up with a field spell. The field spell is Circuit, PSYFrame Circuit. As soon as you special summon a PSYFrame monster, you can immediately synchro summon using both PSYFrame monsters to synchro summon a level 7 or level 8 synchro monster, which I'll come back into a few moments. And then we have Beta. Beta is the next one. Beta can be special summoned if your opponent declares an attack, just like Battle Fader, and the monster is destroyed. And of course, just like Alpha, and just like every other PSYFrame monster, you get to special summon the level, the normal monster, the level 6 normal monster from either your deck, grave, or hand. And if you have the field spell, you can immediately synchro summon. Something crucial is that the PSYFrame monsters also have that downside effect that if you don't have the field spell up and they stay until the end phase, they are banished if they are special summoned with their own effect. I think Alpha is the other one. Alpha can only trigger during your own end phase, since the other ones, the other PSYFrame monsters, will trigger during your opponent's end phase. So that's something to keep in mind. It's one of the reasons why the field spell is so crucial here in the deck. The third one is Gamma. Gamma can be special summoned if your opponent activates a monster effect. The monster effect will be, the monster will be negated and also destroyed. Very crucial. Then we have Delta. Delta can negate spells, will special summon itself, and so on. And the last card is Epsilon. And of course, we still have one effect to negate, and that's the traps. And the last 3, so both Gamma, Delta, and Epsilon, are level 2. Then the 2 synchro monsters, Lord Zeta and Lord Omega. Zeta is level 7, that when it's on board, you can target one special summoned monster from the opponent, and both are banished. So both Zeta and the special summoned monster are banished from the opponent until next turn. So very important, this effect, to again clear the field so you can activate your PSYFrame monsters. Since that's something I forgot to mention, is that you can only activate PSYFrame monsters effects if you have a clear field, so no monsters on your side of the field. So that's why both synchros have that effect, that you can banish it and something from the opponent to clear the field. And the second one is Lord Omega. Lord Omega is level 8, that you can activate the effect to banish Omega itself and one card from the opponent's hand until next turn. And something crucial is that both synchros also have a grave effect, that the level 7 can send itself back to the extra deck to get a search, or at least to add one PSYFrame card from your grave back to the hand, very cool. And Omega also has that send back effect, so you can activate Omega from your grave, send it back to your extra deck, and target one card in both players' graves to send it back to the deck. And then, yeah, of course, you have the field spell, so again, if you special summon a PSYFrame monster, for example during your opponent's turn, you can immediately synchro summon with those monsters. Otherwise, if you don't have the field spell, the monsters will be banished, so that's something important. And the second effect of the field spell is that it can boost attack. Yeah, it can boost the attack of one of your PSYFrame monsters if you discard it to the grave. If you discard one PSYFrame monster to the grave. But rarely you'll use that effect. And last, the trap card. It's a continuous trap. Overload. PSYFrame Overload is very good. You can banish one PSYFrame monster from your hand or on your side of the field to banish one card from your opponent face down. And that's very similar to cards like Raigeki Break or Phoenix Wing Blast, but it's a continuous trap. So again, very good here in a deck. And the last effect of Overload is again, when it's in your grave, you can banish it to search a PSYFrame card from your deck. So in general, the archetype is very interesting and very good. It has potential. So let's take a look at a few tools. So the first duel, HSRD is excellent in the deck. I mean, you can't summon all the PSYFrame monsters by yourself, so something like HSRD to get your 2 draws and use their effects during your opponent's turn is very good, of course. My opponent tries to MST my back row, so I can activate my Delta. Delta special summons itself and also triggers special summoning the normal PSYFrame monster from your deck, and because I have the field spell, I can immediately synchro summon for the level 8 for Omega, and very important on the summon of Omega, activate the effect to banish itself and one card from the opponent, one card in his hand. Again, very important to keep your to keep your field clear, so you can again act accordingly to your opponent. I think my opponent declared an attack, so I was able to drop the Beta, which is the Battle Vader, and I think I was able to go for the level 7, I believe, Zeta, which is now in my grave, so I can send it back to the extra deck and add one PSYFrame card from my grave back to my hand. Very cool. I didn't need to destroy my opponent's monster in the previous turn, so I just let them activate the Honest. Again, get some shenanigans going with Omega. Eventually I can attack for a game. So the second duel, again against Cosmos, I think I get to start again the field spell, again very crucial. Setter Overload, again one of the test tools against Cosmo. Draw into the level 6 normal, which is kind of terrible. Same with Heretics. So I think, I'm not really sure which one I activated here. Eventually I have my Zeta on board, which I can banish the Good Witch here. This is maybe something he didn't know. My Zeta can use this effect during both players' turns and is not restricted to the main phase like Omega. You can just banish itself and one special summon attack position monster from the opponent until next turn. And here again I'm in full control of the duel, just attack over the Good Witch and just sitting on my Overload. Overload again, a very crucial phase of continuous trap. You can just activate it either during your own turn or during your opponent's turn, just by banishing one PSYFrame monster on your side of the field or from your hand to banish one card from your opponent face down. My opponent declares an attack, again very good, so I can special summon the Beta. Beta triggers, special summon the normal monster and try to activate the field spell to go for a synchro summon Heat Torrentials, which is all fine. I have like +7 over the opponent, but here this perfectly resembles the biggest weakness of PSYFrames, is that they can't really do anything unless the opponent does something, since the deck is very passive. Your opponent needs to summon a monster, your opponent needs to activate either a spell or a trap, or needs to declare an attack in order for you to activate a PSYFrame. So that's something currently, that is one of the biggest weaknesses the deck has, next to needing the field spell to get your engine going. But here, have Omega, and with Omega you can just banish itself every time during your own turn or during your opponent's main phase. to just banish one card from your opponent's hand. And again, very crucial to keep your field empty, no monster cards, so you can again activate your PSYFrame monsters depending on what your opponent does. Here I think again I get to start. Yeah, not really sure if it's important to start. Well, you can set up your field spell if you have your field spell. I do run multiple terraformings, card cards, pot of the abilities, and so on. So it's kind of crucial if you start, but it's not too important. He activates JD, which is a monster effect, so I can drop Gamma, negate JD. JD is destroyed, so I can special summon the normal monster, and thanks to the field spell, immediately synchro summon for, I think it was Omega, immediately activate Omega to banish itself and one card from the opponent, one card from his hand. So again, I have that clear field. And I think he activated a monster effect. No, yeah, I'm not really sure. Or at least I think he summoned a monster. Yeah, anyway, so I have both the level 7 and the level 8 both going using their effects to banish themselves. Again, very important to keep your monster zone clear. He activates Lumina. I have no monsters, so I can activate my Gamma since he used Lumina's effect. Special summon Gamma, special summon the level 6 normal monster, immediately go for a synchro summon, have 2 Omegas, and yeah, if you have 2 Omegas and a Zeta going, you pretty much cannot lose this one, since yeah, both Omegas banish cards on your opponent until the end of until next turn, and that's just so good. So yeah, currently still testing things out. The deck list will follow very soon. Yeah, as soon as I am satisfied with the deck, with the card ratios and so on. But currently, yeah, it's looking very good. So guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions of cards that I should run, yeah, any opinions of playtesting of your own, feel free to leave that down below. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Vitam signing out. Peace.